Oh, hello everybody. It's Chris and Michelle here at the YNTAAY Minis. Welcome, Michelle.
Thank you.
Oh.
Happy to be here.
Oh, I'm so glad. You know, Michelle and I are here today to review Cats, the new, much maligned movie that everybody is talking about. Michelle, we just saw it, and this was my second time, I must admit. And the first time I saw it, I was excited because I was like, I need a movie for my bottoms list. And so I went, and I've never really enjoyed the musical Cats very much because I was always like, what is this about? It's just like a bunch of cats.
Yeah, very
And in
confusing.
the musical, they just gathered in a junkyard, and a cat was trying to go to the Heaviside Lair, and at the end, spoiler alert, is ascended on an old tire into the sky.
Yeah.
Well, the new movie Cats is a little different because it's set on the beautiful streets of London and not a junkyard.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to go into bedrooms and you get to go into a theater. And so it's a little different. And I felt like it had more of a story. What did you think of Cats?
Yeah, well, I don't know if I've officially seen Cats on Broadway or anything like that. The play.
I've seen it twice on the stage in LA.
But what I had seen was, yes, very confusing. It made no sense to me. This it made some sense. It had like a storyline. It had like the first part of it was a little on the slow side. It was just like, But then when they start dancing and they start singing and all that stuff, that made it much better. I liked it then.
Yes, and you know what was amazing? The first time I didn't really like the movie. I thought it was beautiful to look at, and I was like, I wish I had an edible if I did things like that. And yeah, I think a lot of people have been going to it and, taking some sort of drug beforehand and there was a crowd of them this morning because they were laughing and they were having a good old time. And the first time I saw it, I was like, I wish I was seeing the movie that they were seeing. But today, I really enjoyed Cats. I was stunned. Good. Now look, here's the poster that I wouldn't mind hanging in my home or trailer. And there's an all-star cast in this. You've got James Corden, Judi Dench.
He was funny.
Jason Derulo, Idris Elba, Jennifer Hudson, Ian McKellen, Taylor Swift, Rebel Wilson, and introducing Francesca Hayward.
Now, James
I
Corden
have
was
some
funny.
pictures of people here. Michelle, one of my fans doesn't like when I hold up pictures, but I like doing it. I'm going to do it even more now. That's Taylor Swift. They gave her cat boobies, which was strange.
She already had boobies.
Well, everybody had boobies, but they were flat-chested.
Yeah, well, she probably has bigger ones than normal.
I don't know. My sister is a giant fan of Taylor Swift, and she came to see it on opening night, December 19th, which was her birthday. And she liked some parts of it. And now here's Francesca Hayward. And the one that I thought was a real find was Robbie Fairchild, who plays... What was that cat's name? Some of the cats' names I'm still trying to learn.
I wouldn't be able to remember any of their names.
But yes, he played Munkastrap.
What?
But... You know all the old cats like Old Deuteronomy and Rum Tum Tugger and McCavity as the evil cat. And so they were doing like this, if you haven't seen Cats, they're sort of doing like a talent show. And they're trying to see who's going to get to go on to their next life. A better life, if you will. And Judi Dench, Dame Judi Dench, is the...
and she's all fluffy and everything.
Yeah, she's a big tabby cat. And she's the one that's choosing who's going to be...
going to heaven.
Yes, going to the
Heaviside Lair.
Here's Jennifer Hudson. Now, my biggest problem with this movie, I don't know, Jennifer Hudson, the visual effects, even in this picture, it looks like her face has been superimposed on a movie with cats. Look at that, Michelle.
See, I think it looks weird. It does look weird.
There's something weird about, like, see these two. They look like they're really there on the set, and they've digitally added all this. We saw a picture where they were wearing like the green tight suits with the little dots on it that they can then
and then they
put the visual effects in with the fur and make their ears move. But whenever I would see Jennifer Hudson, it would take me out of the movie because she looked so like she wasn't there. And then they're like, let's just put Jennifer Hudson's face there. I'm sure she was there, but there was something strange about the way she looked. And what was also distracting, she kept having tears, which I didn't mind, but the snot. Oh no, Michelle.
What?
But yes, they had snot coming out of her nose the whole time.
I remember that scene.
Yeah, you can sort of see snot.
Oh.
And I'm like, why? I mean, I know she's upset and all, but she was snotting through that whole movie. Now, here's some pictures from the stage production of Cats. Look how beautiful that is, Michelle. The lighting, the costumes. Now, even though Cats on stage was never one of my favorites, there it is at the Winter Garden Theater. There it is back in the day. You know, they had to fumigate the theater after it left, because they were there for 18 years, and I heard there was a flea infestation. I'm kidding. But Michelle, what I couldn't believe was how good that music is. And you know, we've heard Cats music for years, but they have those songs like Memory, Poopy Fart, Buddy Crotch.
And you know, Cats
Oh, and guess who else is here to talk about cats, because he loves cats. The animal, it's Blackie. Blackie, the new little dog at our home. Not mine and Michelle's, but me and my roommate Marco. But yes, this is little Blackie. Blackie Humphrey Gladstone III. His name has changed a little bit since he last met you. But I can't wait to get Cats on DVD or Blu-ray and show it to Blackie. And what did you think of Judi Dench, Michelle?
Oh, she's good.
Judi Dench is a legend. And you know, she was originally supposed to be in Cats in the West End, and she was injured. She was going to play Grisabella, the glamour cat, now played by Jennifer Hudson. And she was injured, and she couldn't be in the show. And I believe Elaine Paige did it, and then on Broadway it was Betty Buckley. Let me ask Alexa if Elaine Paige was in the London Cats. Well, she was of no help. But I say yes. Here is, here's when Taylor Swift appeared, and she was sort of a bad cat working with McCavity. Here's McCavity. He's all like, McCavity, poop-body butt McCavity.
He was not nice.
He was not a nice cat. He would make the cats turn to dust and blow away.
Which was weird.
And then they would appear on a barge on the river Thames. The river Thames.
Yeah, that's what you say.
Sorry, Michelle and I were up late last night laughing. Here's Rebel Wilson.
Rebel Wilson was funny too.
She was very funny, and she was in a completely different movie than everybody.
I think so.
And here is Ian McKellen, who was Gus, the theater cat. And look, here's Dame Judi Dench and Sir Ian McKellen when they're laughing and saying, "Oh, remember the time we were tricked into appearing in Cats." But so anyway, I must say, you should give Cats a chance and at least go see it. You can wait and see it on the TV, but
I think it's better than the play.
I like it better than the play.
Yeah.
Though I must say, today gave me a lot of appreciation for the play because of the artistry And I'm like, those actors probably really got into it and
Yes, they
studied cats. And so did these actors. They went to cat school and learned how to purr. And they rubbed their heads.
Yeah. And then in the end, they were talking about how, like, this is how you talk to a cat. Or how is that?
And how do you address a cat.
Yeah.
How you name a cat. So... there's much to be gotten from Cats the movie, I'm stunned to say. So I'm going to give it 1 paw up. Michelle, what did you think of them having hands and fingers? That took me out of it.
They should have put more on their fingers or whatever.
I would have liked it.
Because it was just like human hands. They're just, here's their cat, and then they're all of a sudden a human hand.
And it looked like the women had perfectly manicured fingernails, and I would have had like cat claws. Maybe they just didn't have time.
They should have done claws.
And I would have liked a little bit of color on the tip of their noses, because everybody's noses looked perfect. I mean,
they're all like people
look
noses.
at Taylor Swift's nose. It's like Taylor Swift's nose. Let's put a little cat nose on her or something.
They should have made it black or colored or whatever, because cats have markings on their nose too.
But I'm afraid this is going to be listed as one of the great bombs of the year for Universal Pictures. It cost $100,000 or $100 million to make, and it's made $40 million, about that, worldwide.
$100 million? My word. That's crazy.
So, and I don't even need that much if you invest in my show. Just throw $20 million at me and I'll give you a hit. Of course, Cats on Stage was a huge hit. So, well, anyway, try, and if you can still find Cats in a theater, do go and see it. Michelle and I and Blackie. Where is Blackie?
He went
Blackie?
over to the other table. Say bye-bye.
Oh, here he is. Look, he suddenly appeared. Okay, so on behalf of me and Blackie and Michelle, we would like to say, meow, go see Cats. Oh, we're going to get a lot of hate mail from this video.
Bye.
I don't know. Okay, goodbye.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.